Hello my friends, it's Katie here with a new tutorial. I'm doing a cute little jellyfish on this Santorini stone. So I'm using a phalo blue and a light ultramarine blue and a scruffy brush. And I'm just dabbing, going back and forth between colors. I like doing this so much, especially when I have leftover color, because then I have a rock that's just ready to go. I had done one previously and I decided to use it, but then I needed to show y'all that part on the video, so I went ahead and made another one, but I'm going to use the other one that I did first, but I wanted to show you how I did it. So I'm using a chalk pencil, and I'm just writing in, "Don't be jelly," and I wrote that in first because I wanted to make sure I was going to leave room for my jellyfish. And I'm just doing your basic little jellyfish head with the little wavy bottom, and I'm filling it in with folkart chalk paint. I'm going to let that dry completely. Make sure you let the background dry before you write on it, and do this completely dry, and then chalk paint and let that dry. Now I'm taking a Posca 1MR and I'm drawing the little tentacles. And I'm starting out again with white because it is on a dark background. So I want to make sure that I don't have to put a whole bunch of coats of paint. So I start out with white. This is a cute little rock. I'm doing it for a little group challenge we have going on in Santorini Rocks by Shelley. Now I'm just putting a second coat of the chalk paint. Let that dry completely. And this week is jellyfish. So now I'm making little bubbles that I'm going to go back and do something with later. And now I'm just drawing in where I sketched my words, "Don't be jelly." This is the first coat. I will be putting in a second coat. Then, as a last minute, I decided to put some sea sparkle on it. I would suggest doing it before writing, or putting any of the extra little bubbles and stuff, but I just decided to do it on a whim, so I had to go around everything. But if you decide to put glitter, make sure you do it first. I did it the really hard way, which is not unusual. I'm one of those I don't, like they say, work harder, work smarter, not harder. Well, I tend to work harder, not smarter, so hey, that's how it goes, right? So I'm just applying the glitter all around everything. And this is Sea Sparkle. It's my new favorite glitter for anything blue or green. It's really super pretty. It does sparkle, and it does have some different colors in it, so it's not just one basic color. And then let that dry completely. I'm going to start in with the top of the jellyfish, and I'm using a Posca glitter pen in pink. And I'm just doing the head part in that pink. And you'll see I'm going to let that dry once I get done with it, and then I'll go to another section of the rock while that one's drying. It does take the Posca glitters to dry a little bit longer than the regular Poscas. This is where I'm doing a second coat on my letters. And by the way, I forgot to tell you, after you finish that second coat of chalk paint, and I did a spray, and then I did the pink Posca pen on the jellyfish, and I did the second coat of the writing. So I did do a spray with Rust-Oleum 2 times matte spray, and I do that because I was using paint pens, and the chalk paint tends to want to get into the tips. So I found if I do a good couple of sprays, let it dry real well, that it doesn't bog the the paint pens down. So I take that extra step. It's up to you on if you want to take the chance. So now I'm taking a Posca bright pink, light pink, and I think it says light blue, but to me it looks lavender colored. And I just mix those up on the different tentacles. And you can do your tentacles, you can use as many colors or just do one color. I used 3 just to kind of change it up. I used the bright pink to do that little circle inside of his head. Or his body, or I don't know how to describe that too well. Now I'm putting some white highlights with the white 1MR. And then I'm going to draw in the eyes and the mouth. Now I'm taking a tooliart 01, and I didn't want the outline around his body to be like super thick, so that's why I took the fineliner. I wanted there to be an edge, but not super thick and visible. And it worked out great. And then I'm going to line out the tentacles, and as you will be able to tell, my hand shakes, and I'm not very good at staying inside the lines with that fineliner, so I do make a couple of mistakes that I'll later have to go back and fix, but I just don't have a very steady hand. So I have to end up cleaning up little sections. And but once you get done with this, you are almost done. I am going to foil the little bubbles. That's not something you have to do. You can put glitter in there. You can just leave the white circle. This is MAC art. No, SXC, I'm sorry. It's SXC nailfoil glue UV. And I put it under the light and cure it. And then make sure you do the foil on the right side, because I just did not do that. And just press in the foil, and it just makes a cute little shiny 3D bubble. So I did that on all the bubbles. I just didn't show the right side of bubbles. Now I'm taking the dragonfly glaze in full spectrum and just putting some on the tentacles. Now it's not going to be super duper sparkly or anything, but it's just going to give the tentacles a little sparkle. It's not as sparkly as the sea sparkle. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.